Hi, my name is Nada Emil Ghattas. I am from San Diego, California. I am an alumni of the MIT Online Entrepreneurship Bootcamp, August 2018. As you can see, we're here in San Diego at the paraglider port. I will explain shortly why we're here. You can see the paragliders flying. Prior to signing up to the bootcamp, I had felt like I was living in a box. I felt like my career was in a box. I was a senior software engineer, senior systems engineer, and senior product manager, and a mother of 2 teenage boys. That box kept feeling smaller and smaller. It almost like a Kafkaesque feeling. I used to come here, watch the paragliders, and think, what would it take to have this courage? Look at them, they're flying, they're free. Sebastian, you can show them above La Jolla. What does it take to have that freedom, that courage? Back for years, I used to be fascinated. My dream was to go to MIT. And I always just admired the men's and manas culture of MIT, the minds and hands culture. But I thought, I've got kids, I don't have time for this. And I had somehow started seeing advertisements about the bootcamp, online bootcamp, from Facebook to LinkedIn, over the web. And summer of 2018, I thought, this is it. I am signing up for the MIT online bootcamp. My boys were signing up for ACT, SAT bootcamps. My other son was signing up for honors math, junior lifeguard. And after calling the MIT staff, the enrollment staff, we decided, after a lot of support, I decided to actually enroll in the solo path, knowing that will be no sleep or very little sleep. What were my expectations prior to enrolling? I knew it was going to be a boot camp. I knew it was going to be a lot of work, and that's really all I knew, and a nice certificate at the end of the day. What I experienced at the MIT online boot camp was absolutely incredible. I ended up learning how I came with a large number of business ideas and problems to solve. And I was guided through the staff, through the coaches, to focus down into one single problem. My single problem was a user innovation, and that user innovation was, I was watching my high school students applying to college, and I kept thinking, how do you go from high school student to all the way wanting to go to an Ivy League school? The process was haunting. So with the support of my advisors, of the program, I ended up defining a go-getter's business idea, which is a one-stop shop for students applying to college. What did I learn in the program? What did I experience? First of all, I found home. I found home with a group of absolutely incredible, passionate, talented human beings. I learned that passionate is okay. Within the process, we followed the 24 steps of the MIT Discipline Entrepreneurship by Bill Olet. And that process was absolutely incredible. It taught us how to take a startup idea, focus, zoom it, discover the persona, your beachhead market, focus on the persona. I think that was one of the biggest learning experiences of my life, is how do you go from beachhead market all the way down to a focused persona, learning the psychodemographics of that persona. That persona was my kid. It was my 16-year-old son and his friends, and I was very surprised to realize how I really didn't understand that persona. Another takeaway, I learned that having the pirate spirit, that there are a lot of people who have that pirate spirit, who are passionate about life and have great ideas. And that's fantastic, but that's not enough. You have to have the tools. And the tools, the 24 steps of discipline entrepreneurship are key. That combination is key with a pirate spirit to really create an aggressive, passionate entrepreneur. So what was my story after the boot camp? What happened is I ended up the boot camp with 84 pages of a business plan. I had a sales pitch, and I ended up presenting in the finalist panel. After that, within a week, I got contacted by a venture capitalists from Web Summit 2018. I didn't know how to deal with venture capitalists. I didn't know how you meet them, so I talked to them on the phone. Turns out I needed a prototype. Meanwhile, I had been enrolled in the entrepreneurship negotiations class, which was fantastic. And so I ended up completing 6 weeks of the entrepreneurial negotiations course. And I ended up with 8 weeks plus 6 weeks, 8 weeks boot camp, 6 weeks of entrepreneurial negotiations course. That combination gave me confidence, knowing that I can go and pursue my business idea. The other thing that I experienced is I met a group of absolutely incredible entrepreneurs in San Diego and around the globe. You end up finding home in a global community of creative, passionate entrepreneurs, which was the biggest gift that this program would give you. The other takeaway, or what I also noticed, is it was back to school time for my kids to go back to their high school, which is Canyon Crest Academy, and it's the #1 high school in California. And I went in and I started talking about my business idea. And when you say I designed that business idea or business plan within the MIT boot camp, that by itself makes people listen to you. They open up their eyes, they want to help you. And I was fascinated by the support and help that I received. The high school was telling me, we will give you advisors, we will support you with the idea, we can give you students to help you code. So that was also another incredible experience, is once you finish this boot camp, you actually have an MIT logo, an MIT boot camp support on your team, on your business plan. So where I am now, I am in the phase of, I've been contacted by Microsoft Internet of Things staff, and they're looking at me with maybe looking at the architecture, looking at Microsoft architecture. I'm looking at the web services architecture. Within the MIT boot camp, I've also met a fantastic colleague who is developing his own blood pressure monitoring app, and I'm working with him as a board member, and he's helped me a lot. So we call each other. We've looked into Salesforce architecture, we've looked into web services architecture from Amazon Web Services, and I'm looking into the Microsoft. So I'm in the phase of looking at a prototype. I think I'm ready to meet venture capitalists if needed. And then my other little secret is I actually have a passion I found the MIT bootcamp helped me find my authentic self in a lot of ways, and I'm passionate right now to teach young kids, young men and women, to find their passionate, authentic self in order to apply to college, find their passion in careers. I'm so thankful to the program, the boot camp. I'm so thankful to Erdem Bishanov, who showed us that the world is your oyster. There are entrepreneurs all over the world. Bill Oled for his disciplined entrepreneurship. And I'm so thankful to my absolutely incredible coach who held my hand and just taught me how to self-reflect, how to look deep into your successes, look deep into your mistakes. He always used to call, and during these video conferences he would ask me, how did it feel? I've never thought about how did something feel. So what do I have to recommend for you watching this video? Go do the MIT Entrepreneurship Bootcamp. Get yourself some wings. Would I do this 2 years ago? No. Would I do this today? I think so. So go live life passionately. Go join the MIT Online Entrepreneurship Bootcamp. Trust me, it would be the best experience of your life. Thank you.